So, hi everyone, this is Jamie again. So this is the situation. I bought this new house, okay? It's my first winter here. It always happens. Um, I think I'm cursed or something. But anyways, what's going on right now is that this stupid thing, okay? My furnace won't turn on. It started last night. So I thought, usually the problem is the battery, okay? But as you can see, I got plenty of juice. I replaced the batteries just in case. I have the heat set. I can set it up to 75. Right now it's only 56 degrees in the house. It's a really cold uh, day today. It's only like 17 degrees outside. I have it set to heat. I have it on auto, okay? Even if I turn it on fan, I'm turn the fan on all the time, you don't hear it turn on or anything, okay? So that's what's going on. There's no heat. The furnace is not turning on. I already diagnosed the thermostat. I know the thermostat is good, okay? So we're gonna go downstairs now. We'll check the furnace. Okay, make sure that everything is. I hadn't touched this thing. You know, it's a newer furnace. Okay, so I already know what the problem is. The problem is there's no power going to this thing. Okay, this is the on-off switch. That's off. That's on. Okay, sorry about that, guys, but my stupid phone stopped recording when I was doing the video last time. But getting back to this furnace, okay? So what was going on is I was not getting any power, okay? If you can see, there's two things plugged into here. That's the power switch for the furnace. This is my moisture something or other that sucks out the moisture from my AC unit. This right here, that's for this thing over here, which is my sprinkler system. And as you can see, I have lights on right now. That's because I got my furnace fixed. Well, technically it wasn't the furnace, okay? What happened was, okay, see that little window? There's supposed to be stuff flashing in there when there's a problem. There's no problem right now. Okay, basically that little window is so you can see without taking off the cover the lights on the motherboard on the furnace. Okay, so what was going on is I was not getting any power. I couldn't figure out why the hell there was no power. Okay, I knew there was no power because if I unplugged my sprinkler system and I ran that extension cord from that power outlet over here and plugged that in, the lights on the sprinkler system would turn on. So I knew there must have been a problem with power somewhere. I opened that up, everything looked good. I opened this box up here, I found a couple wires that weren't connected to anything, and I wasn't getting power there either, okay? So this is the thing. If I went into my box here and I checked my breaker, turn it on and off, nothing would happen, okay? So what happened was, whoever wired this stupid house, okay, must have been a backyard electrician, okay? So what they did was they hooked up this furnace, not only the power to the furnace, but they put power to two GFIs upstairs in the kitchen, one regular outlet in the bathroom that was supposed to be a GFI. So there was way too many things hooked up to the line for this furnace, okay? So this is where you have a choice to make, okay? Depending on which one's more expensive. If you call an electrician and have him just run a line to your box here. Okay, I'll show you what I did. Okay, so right here, this was the original one that everything's hooked up to. So right now you can see on 12/19/16, I just had the kitchen GFI and the bathroom GFI. I had those replaced because I knew there was a problem with those two. Okay, but I took off the furnace. Okay, and if you go down here, okay, 12/19/16, furnace. Okay, furnace and sprinkler. I put sprinkler because I have the sprinkler hooked up to the box down there, but technically it's just a dedicated line to the furnace. Okay, because if anything happens and this trips when it's hooked up to a bunch of other crap, and you're not gonna get any heat. Okay, so this is the thing. You have a choice either to call an electrician, okay, if that is your problem, okay, or you can call a furnace guy, okay. Now, the reason I didn't call a furnace guy was because it's winter time. It's mad expensive for those guys to come out just to run a line. And first they're gonna go and check a bunch of other stuff, but really all you had to do was run a line. I'm not a licensed electrician. I'm not gonna mess around with power, you know. So I just had my electrician come out, run a line. It took maybe like 20 minutes and he was done, okay? They didn't even charge me that much, okay? Because I had already diagnosed the problem myself, okay? So the only reason I would call a furnace guy for this problem was if I felt that after getting power to this thing, there was going to be another issue. But since this thing is pretty new, I knew that the chances of me having, as you can see, it's nice and clean in there, it's well taken care of. So I knew just by looking at this thing that the chances of it being something else besides power were pretty slim. So I didn't want to call it a furnace guy, you know, and have him charge me twice as much that when an electrician would have just ran the power, connected it, and away we went. But that is up to you, because let's say something else happened where you needed to troubleshoot the motherboard on this thing. Electrician's not going to be able to figure that out. You know, you're better off with a furnace guy. But, you know, like I said, it's up to you. So I'm going to turn this on so that you guys can see that it's working now, okay? And that we have no other issues. It's not as cold as the other day when I was recording this. So we go in here. You can see it's 68 degrees in here. You hear it click. I'm gonna put it up to 70. You can hear the blower coming on. So let's go downstairs. Okay. Hear it going on. Blower. Red. I like this furnace a lot better than my other ones because everything's easy to get to. Lighter. Okay. You can see the flame sensor right there. Two little screws right there so you can service this thing. I was told by my furnace guy that these parts are hard to get. So in the case of emergency, it's gonna take, they can overnight it, but it's gonna cost you like $100 more to overnight a part for this thing, okay? Because they can't pick these parts up at the local place. I guess the closest place from Springfield, Mass is in somewhere in New Hampshire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order extra parts just in case, you know, so I can have them on hand. I usually get one of these. I get the flame sensor. I get the igniter. Okay. That way I have it just in case, because you don't want to be running electric heaters for like a week because you have to wait for these parts. So this is a Lennox Elite Series furnace. And as you can see, everything's back in working order. Okay. Remember what I said. It's your choice. You can either call an electrician or a furnace guy. But if you have more than one thing hooked up to your furnace, as far as for power, if you notice that when you shut off the breaker, a bunch of other crap in your house shuts off, you need to get that changed. You want a direct line to this thing, okay? You don't want a whole bunch of stuff on your furnace. Hope this helps. And again, try to stay warm. Take care.